Hello Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. I am still super loving the Eastern Palace Suite, and I just cannot put it down. So here's yet another sample using this fabulous stamp set, coordinating framelits, designer series paper, gold vinyl stickers, tassels, and everything else. I'm loving it. I can't set it down. So I wanted to show you this one mostly because I made a boo-boo on it and I figured out how to fix it, and so I just wanted to share that with all of you as well, because some of you might be wondering the same thing, or maybe you just want to make this gorgeous card and do it correctly the first time. So you might see that like underneath some of these tassels I kind of have a little bit of a boo-boo where the circle here didn't actually stamp out clearly, and that was because it was actually hitting the vinyl sticker, and then the vinyl sticker, of course, I was able to rub the ink back off of that, because the circle is like just the exact size of this giant medallion sticker. So obviously I was like, why didn't that work? I just thought it would fit, but it was just a little too tight, and of course perfectly lining it up might have helped a little bit, but I realized that I probably should have stamped that first and then done the rest of it afterwards. So, which I have a tendency to sort of build and then add more, and then that's where this sort of falls in line. So I was just going to go over a quick tutorial showing you this card. I started with a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and this measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I took this, and then using the Eastern Beauty stamp set, which is this one here, I used this large circle here, which is like a 2-line circle, and I stamped that down in Fresh Fig. Of course I used the little like rotated greeting. I did a note for you, but on this one I'm going to do Life is Beautiful. So what I did is I actually inked that up in Fresh Fig and stamped that down. The entire circle is actually on that, and you want to go like 1/3 of the way down, but then be off to that side just like that. Then I used the Eastern Medallion framelits, and there's actually 2 of them. So I placed this one down and this one down, and actually you probably think that this looks like one giant framelit because it goes together just oh so well, but it's actually 2 different ones. This set of framelits is super fabulous. It's got so many different images. These images actually place like right in the middle of this one, so you could also put it together with this fabulous flower petal one, because the middle of this isn't actually die cut out. There's no die cut here on the middle circle, just on each of these loops, and then 3 little cutouts for each of the petals. Just like this one down here is not one solid, it's actually 3 different ones. So you can see that it is 3 separate framelits. It's not actually, one, but they build together and layer so well. So they look so fabulous all together. So after I ran that through the Big Shot, just with those 2 placed just like that, and if you ever have any problems with them moving, just take a Post-it note or some little piece of tape to sort of keep them together and keep them placed perfectly. So now after I ran that through the Big Shot, I have this fabulous look, and then after I did that, that's when I actually added the gold vinyl sticker. So it was an aftermath sort of thing, not done prior. So we'll go ahead and we'll peel this sticker off, and then we're just going to place that around. And again, I do have it totally off because it's totally showing here, but then it's covering up down there. But because I actually stamped that first, it's still peeking through and it looks oh so fabulous. So now I'm just going to flip it over and trim off the excess, which you could always use on another project, or you could always use on the inside of this card just as a little extra decorative piece, kind of peeking out on the side or on the bottom or anything like that. So you can always save that, just put it right back on the sticker sheet. And there we have that amazing medallion. So now I'm just going to stamp the greeting down there, round it out on the edge, Life is beautiful. Super, super fabulous. This then layers onto a piece of Tranquil Tide, but I actually used Stampin' Dimensionals because I wanted it to look like a nice little peek through for this little section right here. So because of that, I'm just going to add a few dimensionals in that area to make sure it stands nice and tall all over. So this piece of Tranquil Tide actually measures 3.5 by 4.5, but I'm actually going to place it, rather than in the middle, I'm going to place it all the way to the upper and the, let's see, that's my left-hand side, the upper and the left-hand side here, so that it's cornered up here in the top. And then I layered this onto a piece of Tranquil Tide as my card base, and then some of that fabulous Eastern Palace Designer Series paper. So I just used regular snail adhesive and added that right to the corner. And again, I lined it up with that Designer Series paper. And there you have that fabulous look. So then I finished it off with a little bit of very vanilla twine here, and then 2 of those little tassels. So I used one of the fresh fig tassels and one of the gold tassels, and I just tied that in the knot of my little bow that I used with the very vanilla. Super, super cute. I hope you love the Eastern Palace Suite as much as I do. I have done so many fabulous little designs with it. I'll leave some links down below to some of the other samples that I have created with this suite, so you can check those out down there. Don't forget to check out my blog, laurastamppad.com, for more ideas and samples. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.